What up, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to a solo Geek Culture Congress. Yep, it's just me today. Tonight, should I say, or wherever the heck you're watching this, or whatever time you're watching this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on the live stream. And by all means, if you want to be part of the Congress, we would like you to participate, okay? Go ahead and shoot a comment right there in the comment section, wherever you're watching this on the live feed. And we'll talk about everything that's going on in geek, nerd, and comic book, movies, and TV show culture, and fantasy, sci-fi, everything, man. Talk about it all here in the Geek Culture Congress here on Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me here on the live show. Hopefully my friend Tarek Lewis will be joining us shortly, and then we'll talk, man. We'll talk about more stuff. But it is Daredevil Born Again Season 2. More episodes coming out in less than 16 minutes. So this might be a 16-minute show, depending. If Tarek don't show up, that's it. We're just going to talk about, it's definitely teased very strongly that we will get some Jessica Jones finally. Another big rumor that's going on, and I don't even know if it's going to happen, but we might get the full Defenders, man. We might get the full Defenders. John Campea talked about it. They're returning, or there's been some set photo leaks, allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not, but we're going to be on the watch out for that. So that 9 p.m., about 16 minutes or so, we will be on that Daredevil Born Again Season 2, new episodes. Do we get 2 episodes tonight? Let's see. What do we get today? I believe we get only one called Gloves Off. So also, which I thought was really funny, it doesn't seem like Matt Murdock is really trying to hide very well. His undercover garb doesn't really change his look very well. Shout out to Mama Bear. Mama Bear, you're gonna be full part of the show today, because I'm solo dolo today. Maybe Tarek will join me shortly. But I don't know if you're watching Daredevil Born Again Season 2 or not. I want to say you weren't into it, but I could be wrong. I want him to speak. Yes, I'm missing everybody. I'd already made the event. I don't want to leave anybody hanging, trying to be a successful YouTuber one day before I die, before I leave this mortal plane. Consistency, right? So here I am, live, chatting with you guys. Tell me how you feel. Yeah, that's it. Just being. Tarek's supposed to show up. I'm expecting Tarek shortly, but if not, it's fine. I'll just be here talking to you, Mama Bear. Just me and you. I don't blame you. And it's been a slow burn. It's been interesting. Like, the buildup has been good. I'm looking forward to tonight's episode. Maybe I think tonight's episode should be a good one. But Mama Bear, you could do it. You could binge it all and catch up. Be part of the Daredevil crew. I'm just kidding. Whenever you get around to it, I guess. Maybe it's probably better you just wait for everything and just binge it all. No, I'm not. It's been good, but it hasn't been great. Like, awesome. Like, oh my God, I can't wait for these next episodes. It's been good, But then the argument is, Mama Bear, when you stagger it out like that, episode, 2 episodes, 1 episode a week, is to get everybody talking about it. And we're talking about it, right? Get the community talking about it. How they're looking forward to it. Who really does this well, I believe, is Amazon, weirdly. You know what I mean? And what you're talking about, across the way with Invincible, man, that show is just, wow, vicious, man. Vicious. Like, I'm a little bit more excited for the next episode of Invincible than I am Daredevil right now. Gotta tell you that. and the way they do the boys when boys is coming up soon, and we're going to talk about those the reviews are up for the last season of the boys. So I'll share them with you guys, and we can talk about them, Mama Bear, you and me. All right. But you know, just in comparison to the way Disney does it and the way Amazon does it, and all those episodes are just bangers, 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 bangers. Like, you know, and they feel like they got to do a stagger or do a double. You know, to it seems like it's planned. You know, it's just more strategic. Welcome, Tarek Lewis, to the show. I already went live because I was just here bored.
Yeah, no, I understand.
I was okay. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right, man. I had some guests in the house and
Oh, okay.
some auditions going on, and so I'm a little late. My apologies
Oh man,
to
no worries, man.
our
The,
millions of fans.
the important thing is that you're here now, and you're here just in time. I was talking about how we're on Daredevil watch, right? Getting a new episode tonight in about 12 minutes or so, right?
Okay.
And I was telling Mama Bear, who seems the only person who cares about the show, telling Mama Bear that oh, look at that, we got Joey Franchise 2 here. Holy crap!
Hey, the whole
What's up,
squad coming
Joey?
through.
Yeah, how you doing?
What up?
What's up,
We're
Mama
good. We're,
Bear?
we're already live already, so yeah.
Nice. What's
Um,
up, chat?
so I was talking about, you know, we're on the this is Eric while Joey gets settled in. We're on the precipice of a new episode for Daredevil, right? About 11 minutes or so. And I was just saying that it just seems that Amazon does this 2 episodes, 3 episodes, 1 episode a week better. Cause, you know, like I'm ready for I want Invincible's next episode now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, I
And it just seems
definitely.
like in their execution of the boys, you know what I mean? Like when they stagger it out, when they give you 2 episodes or one or three even sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a good strategy, you know, behind that, you know what I mean? I feel maybe it's just the storytelling of the show, or maybe they feel like there's a couple episodes that are a little lacking, and then that third episode maybe because you know they need to do a 3 episode release, you know, what I'm saying? It just seems like they have a better strategy when they step back and look, okay, how we're gonna release these episodes, than when Disney decides to do it. You know what I mean? But it's in defense of Disney, though. You know, every episode it hit the speculation hits the internet, all the YouTubers and the show and the podcasters and everybody is talking about the next show, no matter what. So it helps them in their algorithm, I guess. But who do you think does it better though? Do you think Amazon definitely does it better? Like you feel like they got a better strategy when they come to this week in week out one or 3 episodes a release?
I like the 1 or 3 episode, or actually, I
Yeah.
like the 3 episode max
Mm.
to be a thing. The two, I mean, I remember Daredevil. They did like the first 2 episodes last
Yeah.
season. This year, they
Oh.
didn't do that. Took a
Well,
different
they did
approach.
one. They did one day that they gave us two, which was last week. Tonight
Oh
is
yeah,
only
last week.
one
Yeah,
apparently. If
yeah.
the internet is
It's a
right.
weird strategy. My thing is just like, bro, just do like Netflix does, bro. Netflix continues to win by just people
Oh,
just binging
yeah.
uh the shows and whatnot, or do how they did with the Stranger Things final season, where you got one half and then the second half.
Right.
So uh my thing is that I like the episodes to come in bulk, because the problem is and I felt this way with, like, like some of
Mm.
the Star Wars stuff they were doing,
Yeah.
is just the fact that it takes too long for that story to build, or it takes too long to kind of figure out what the end game is in this whole thing, and like,
Right.
where are we
I
going with
think they
this.
did they weekly release Andor as well. I think that was
Yeah, that
one
was a
episode a
weekly
week, right?
release.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so my thing is just like, I would say just like give a few episodes at a time, so that way you can get more context, you know, and kind of feel the vibe of what's, where this is going,
Right.
instead of it just being like, it'd be an episode and there can be a cliffhanger that there might not even be a cliffhanger, to be honest with you. You're just like, all right, well, what am I hanging around here for?
Yeah, yeah. It's kind
You
of,
know?
that's what I'm saying. Like it seems like and it's not bad. Like man, I'm here for Daredevil. I'm enjoying it. But man, it just seems like the execution tear when Amazon decides, okay, we're gonna do 1 episode, we're gonna do two, we're gonna do three. You know what I mean? It just seems like they got their act together when they
Well,
sit down and
well,
make
I
that
think
decision.
I think they have properties that have already been mapped out, So therefore, they can map out how they display the episodes. So you think about The Boys and Invincible. If you're a comic book fan, you kind of know the ending, and it may be a little different, because it's a television show. But with Daredevil Born Again, even though it may follow some, lines of the comic book or some paths that they took in the comic book, it's not clear.
Right.
And they also gotta recruit stars because they have, like I said, we know Jessica Jones is going to be in this season, and I'm sure we'll get to it later. But it looks like Luke Cage and the Defenders might come back. And
that's a big rumor. Some leaked set
I saw
pictures and everything.
Yeah,
What's
so they
the
got
over under? What's the over under? We get all three.
we're getting the Defenders again. It won't be called the Defenders, but it's gonna happen.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem like they don't know whether they're going to be able to do that. So how can they map it out?
Right.
So they kind of got to map it out with what they have, and I think that's what they're doing.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Right.
I mean, they already had released the schedule of how they're they kind of mapped it out already, so we know there's some dates that there's a couple episodes coming out, stuff like that for Daredevil.
Yeah, but even Paradise on Hulu, which is I guess is now a Disney property,
right?
I think they released the first 3 episodes initially.
Okay.
HBO, for what it's worth, does not do that at all.
No, HBO got give 2 fucks.
Yeah,
like,
come every Sunday night. Every Sunday night.
HBO shows have better cliffhangers though. Every one of them have way better cliffhangers than any other. I feel like the tier would be HBO, Netflix, Amazon, and then Disney. As far as cliffhangers are concerned, to keep me engaged to watch it the next week.
I would absolutely agree with that ranking.
Yeah.
I would absolutely agree with that ranking.
It seems like HBO definitely designs their shows to keep you every episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not that the other people don't try to, but it just seems like they've perfected it, should I say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be mad if I don't get at least 2 episodes of The Boys when it comes up.
I think we're going to at least get 2 episodes. So sometimes I think you get I've seen them do 4 or 5, right? And then release another 2 and then 1.
Well, The Boys is a different demon too because it's now The Boys and Gen V.
Right.
Right? I mean, are we agreed? Clearly Gen V is going to be in there.
Right.
Yeah. So
I think it will be a story ending for both arcs possibly this season. Let's see, The Boys season 5. The reviews are out. Let's look at some reviews, huh? Rotten Tomatoes. Share them right here. Rotten Tomatoes won't block me.
They blocked you?
No, they won't. Let's see. Critics say the hit superhero series final season hits harder than ever with smart satire, gleefully bloody thrills, and sharp writing. Here you go. Okay, yeah, that's one much better. Let's see. Here's some quotes. The show remains a visceral, gleeful, grotesque, elevated by stand-up performances, razor-sharp satire, and a dark, ominous humor. The Boys season 5 is exciting, crude, well-acted, and politically potent television that feels fresher than ever. As we approach the end of an era, The Boys proves that it's still the most vital, dangerous show on television. It's both a relief and a pleasant surprise that The Boys goes out exactly how it arrived, as the best, most incisive and radical superhero show on TV. It enforces why The Boys has been one of the defining shows of its generation and why its impact will continue long after the finale. The Boys, for all its pointed commentary at the end of its massive run, has finally run out of steam. That said, the series remains immensely watchable. Okay.
I like it already.
Yeah. There's a watch. It goes out in a bloody blaze of renaissance and prophetic glory. Love it.
I'm curious how we're gonna end it, man. I never read the comics, so I'm definitely down to be surprised.
Yeah, that's probably a
Yeah,
good thing
I'm
for
not,
me.
and I made the mistake of like doing Invincible character development videos and have gotten spoiled. Hopefully, they do things differently, but than what the comic book is. But I did this with Game of Thrones too, so I'm not
I
going to make
guess
that a mistake with the boys.
I guess they're gonna do a bunch of spin-offs.
Yeah, they're doing a Mexico one. Remember?
Yeah. Even as it moves toward its conclusion, the season continues to connect to the larger universe. These threads don't distract; they enhance. They give the sense that while this story is ending, the world is far from finished. Okay. Okay. There you go.
So yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for the
Maybe
like
like one off, maybe a solo missions from certain characters.
yeah,
Like what was his name? What's old boy's son that's in the movie or in the show? Not Dewey. It's not Dewey. It's something else.
you talking about
The
Homelander's
Homelander
son?
son.
No, not Homelander's son. Meg Ryan and this dude's son.
Oh, Huey.
You.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see
I
something
think
like
there's a bunch of.
Huey and Starlight to get a spinoff.
I'm sure
yeah,
there's a bunch of different directions they can go.
yeah,
Depending on what the results are, who lives and who dies.
yeah. They be like, it's 2028. Look out for the Eight
Yeah.
Train spinoff.
Yeah, I think I'm good on the A Train spinoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Oh man. No Invincible Joy franchise.
Nah, I haven't gotten into it, man.
Man,
I enjoy hearing you guys talk about it though.
The last episode was probably the most vicious, hard to keep an eye open battle that I've ever seen in animation, Joey.
That was hardcore.
And Tarek. What do you say, Tarek?
It's like that.
Yeah.
That was hardcore. That was
Yeah,
like
it was-
some showing grit and character and what are you dedicated to doing? It was wild. It was wild.
It was.
I was shocked to hear that was the way it was in the comic book too.
It was too.
Yes,
Yes. Wow.
they were like, yeah, that's how it happened. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Kudos to Amazon and Robert Kirkman for even being able to put this out because it was bloody. It was bloody.
It was hard to watch, even for being, like we've seen some disgusting things in The Boys already. But
Yeah.
man, I think if they had tried to, it would be hard to.
They be
do
discussing
live
things in
action now.
Invincible like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was a really really
Yeah.
vicious. battle.
Invincible is a weird mix of DC Comics animated
Mm-hmm.
stuff and The Boys.
Yeah.
We're like
Wow.
it's
Where
very
it'll cross a
clear that
line. It'll cross a line. You're like, oh.
yeah,
You know?
it's very clear that the heroes aren't just decent people.
Right.
And they do not grimy stuff, not criminal stuff, but like it's very, very violent.
It's almost like their animation style, kind of like that, that '90s X-Men Spider-Man kind of looking.
Yeah, but-
cell animation, but then it like if somebody like hacked it and took over the broadcast and said, "We're doing this."
yeah,
Oh,
like X-rated.
no.
Like if it was
Yeah.
X-rated, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
We're just getting you ready, Joey. Eventually, it'll come up on your feet.
Hopefully.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Joey, I think
I
you're
see
too
a
far
lot of
gone. Like, I wouldn't advise you, Joey, to now like go to the beginning and watch the whole thing
Yeah. Damn, why?
because he's not into animated stuff.
Yeah. It's got to be like the
It's good.
last thing to, like he's bored.
Listen, it's
You know?
good.
Mm.
It's good, but is it good enough for somebody who doesn't really like animated stuff to go watch? I would say no.
I told you that my wife checked out on me, right? Because she's not. Sometimes the anime takes her out, right?
Yeah.
Animated version of it. But I was watching this final episode, the latest episode, and she checked in for it. She was like, "Oh, I can't believe they're doing this
Yeah,
on TV."
no,
like that.
their character development is great. Their character development is great.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, man. And not to ruin it, it's pretty vicious. It's pretty vicious. I'd say it's probably that scene is probably more vicious than anything you've probably seen in The Boys right now. unless they're gonna take it to a level this new season.
Nah, man, there was
Which
a
I'm pretty
small
sure.
girl inside someone's penis on The Boys.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was
and
but that was kind of like, yeah,
that
it
was
was
the
also
most.
part of like a joke.
That
It
was
was
too much.
disturbing. That was disturbing.
Yeah, that was too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, but this is disturbing in a different way too, as well.
Yeah.
But
I wonder why is Marvel like when are we getting Spider-Man, the multiverse? I'm sorry, the animated one. And why does Marvel not do more animated stuff? I mean, I know they're doing a lot live
they're doing
action.
more.
So,
They want to do more for the TV. I think on Disney Plus. I think that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
For, not cinematic. But when are we getting that final Sony multiverse Spider-Man? Let's see.
When is the
think
Lanterns
it's next
show
year.
come out? I want to see that
the what
on
show?
HBO, on Max. The Lanterns.
Yeah, when does Lanterns come out? Yeah, we need another trailer for that too.
You mean Brown Lantern?
Brown. What do you mean
Why-
brown?
Brown
Why
Lantern.
do you
Oh,
say
because
that? Speed,
yeah,
why'd you say
Brown
Yeah.
Lantern.
yeah, I was like, that was kind
you
of.
got
How'd you say it like
Brown
that?
Lantern.
you got to hold on.
It's Brown Lantern.
Why did you
His
say it
his
like that?
His outfit's like all brown.
Yeah,
Don't make me pull it up again.
I think you're saying that because there was a black
No,
John
no.
Stewart, bro. I'm like, damn, why you hating on John
No,
Stewart for,
no.
bro?
Yeah, you got to fall back, dog.
You gotta chill, dog.
You gotta
Read the
fall
room,
back.
fam. Read the room.
It's too much going on, man.
Then everybody knows I'm talking about the brown suits.
No, I don't think everybody does know that.
I don't think everybody did know that at all.
Don't make me pull up the suit. Let's find this.
Well, now I really had to think about it, and okay, he's talking about the damn
Talking
suit.
about
Yeah.
the suits.
It comes out in August in 2026.
That's the Spider Verse.
No, well, the Lanterns comes out in August 2026.
You mean green? It's not even green, bro. It's not even green.
It's called Lanterns, dog.
It's dirty green,
You
bro.
you put color into this.
Yeah, you made this a color
It's
thing.
not
dog.
even green. Mama Bear, help me out. Kind of green.
If you have to
Dark
help for help,
green?
ask
Not
to
even
have to help,
dark
ask for
green.
help. You should just correct yourself.
No, not
June 18th,
doubling down,
2027 is
doubling
when
down.
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is supposed to be released. June 18th,
You see,
2027.
Mama Bear knew what I meant. Okay,
So we got a whole nother year.
Mama Bear knew.
I don't know, man. I think she's just trying to bail you out, bro.
Yeah.
No, bro. She knew what I.
We got a whole nother year
Everybody's-
before that comes out.
Everybody, the suits on the show. Yeah.
Well, the glow is
No,
supposed to be
I'm
green.
scared.
Like you can wear whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh, well, sure. Yeah, sure. You could. But it's not green. I don't know. I got questions. And that trailer's kind of weak. Kind of weak. Not the Lantern show I expected. I don't know. We talked about a lot here, Joey.
We're gonna find out.
I think it's like, yeah, it's like they're stuck in like this training session. You know what I mean? It seems like they're in like not like a holodeck. You know what I mean? Not even on Earth. It's like I don't know. It was like a fake Earth. You know?
It's gonna be like a training. It's gonna be like a training show
Yeah.
about
It's
training
kind
him
of
to
like
be a lantern.
I said this before. It's like it's like Justified, but with powers. You remember Justified? Timothy Oliphant.
Listen,
and,
I have nothing
homie
against
that's in,
Timothy. I have nothing against Timothy Oliphant or FX, but that is a bad reference. Because who watched?
I watched Justified. Justified.
You watched
was a good
Robotech
show.
too.
Justified was a good show. It wasn't bad. At least the first season was good. And homie was he was one of the bad guys in the show. I forget his name now. He's in Fallout.
He's in Fallout, yeah.
Yeah. And then was it White Lotus too? He's in White Lotus.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
he's in
a lot of good stuff, man. He blew up.
he's
after
the righteous
Justified.
gemstones.
Him and Justified probably it was his breakout because he got booked a lot after that Justified show.
Walton
Walt-
Goggins.
Yeah, Walter
Goggins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If your goggles ain't Goggins, they don't belong on your noggin.
Yeah.
you see, even Mama Bear's disturbed. An actual suit in the closet bothers me more than the lack of green.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
why is
what's-
the suit in the closet? Like,
Yeah, and they're
just
supposed to
take
like,
over your.
like and they're supposed to like green, ring it to existence.
Yeah.
The suit. Anyway, I don't know. I'm scared for it, bro. Scared for it.
Did anybody watch
Um,
Maul?
You know what? I didn't even think
I
about that.
watched
They
Maul.
definitely have the damn suit in the closet. That thing's supposed
Yeah.
to pop on.
See, now you guys,
I didn't think
guys,
about it.
I'm bringing you guys to my side now.
That's
Kind
crazy.
of like Darth Maul, you know.
That is stupid, though. It is.
You will.
The suit in the
You
closet.
will. I did watch Maul. It's actually pretty good. It's
Cartoon.
actually pretty good.
I would have loved if it
Another
was live
cartoon.
action, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just.
But go ahead.
I'm gonna try to watch it. I started it. I saw the
started it?
first opening scene, and I
Mhm.
turned it off.
Yeah. It
Um,
was too much.
I just why is
Turn
he
on.
alive, man?
Well, because this is in between Clone Wars.
I understand, but he was cut in half in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, my man was
And
cut in
they-
half.
He was
Bro,
cut in
he
half, and he's like, "Well, he survived because of the anger." It's just too much.
So his head just reattached because of his anger.
Like,
That's crazy, dog.
Oh, shout out to Lo. What's up, Lo?
Hey, what up,
How you
Lo?
doing, brother? You missed the whole show, man. We're ending. Just kidding.
yo, Lo, why is Darth Maul still alive?
Yes, Lo. Everybody wants to know why Darth Maul is still alive. So,
Wait, so explain to me this.
Mm-hmm.
After Phantom Menace. All right, he died in Phantom Menace. Where did Han Solo begin? Because they never addressed the post
Han
credit
Solo's
scene.
closer to the
He's
original
after Revenge of the
trilogy
Sith.
yeah.
So he was alive after Phantom Menace.
Yeah, and I don't
Yes.
think there's some space there because that's after the Clone Wars, way after the Clone Wars.
Bruh,
Empire.
He's alive during the whole Clone Wars
Yeah,
and doing like secret stuff,
Mhm.
and he
and he's
becomes like
alive
the head of a crime
If
syndicate.
you watch Rebels, he's alive during that too. He has a final duel with Ben Kenobi on Dagobah, where not Dagobah, on Tatooine, where he finally does get killed by
Joey,
Obi-Wan.
old ass Obi-Wan Kenobi from the
Mm-hmm.
original Star Wars movie,
Yes, he killed him
kills
in a 1, 2, 3. He
what
did the
seems
okey-doke.
to be the same age Darth Maul, who had been cut in half
Mhm.
20-something years earlier.
Twice.
He'd been
Wow.
cut in half twice.
Yes.
He kills him in the Rebels show.
Mm-hmm.
I love Star Wars, but it's such
It's-
bullshit. It's
like a 1 round knockout fight.
It's such
You
bullshit.
can find it on YouTube.
It's such a money grab. It's such a like this
Yeah.
character is powerful. He's like the evil Grogu. He's like people like him, so we're just gonna keep bringing him back.
Yeah.
And
He's
But
probably
people
outside of Vader. He's probably the best villain in Star Wars.
Mhm.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense though. It doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense because he had like spider legs at one point. Like he
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
That was in
I remember
Rebels.
that.
So whatever ordeal he survives here is where he gets to that point in Rebels.
yeah.
So the story it's not a what I call it, 1 point to the end story arc for him. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. See, his hatred for Obi-Wan kept him alive.
So even with his head cut off,
Yes.
Well, his head wasn't cut off. He
Yeah,
was just
yeah. But I remember
or his body cut in
There's a-
half.
his
there's a
body
bunch.
was cut in half.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
There's a
mean,
bunch
to
of
be
them.
fair, I mean Vader's body was all messed up too. So
Yeah.
yeah, but they put Cyber. I mean, they got to him immediately.
I mean, his whole bottom half was gone too, and
Yeah. He lost a
Yeah.
leg.
you know what?
Yeah.
It's not that off.
Yo, it's just the wildest thing.
It's a little wild, and a lot of people complain about it. It's definitely in Star Wars lore.
And he
but
doesn't
there's
age
a-
after that.
If only we had
Obi-Wan
the
Kenobi's like
we had that
old.
What's
technology to keep
the
people
character
alive.
that's in the Obi-Wan show that they introduced? The Obi-Wan where Obi-Wan and Darth Vader had their that battle. There was that other character that was in it. And she was like a dark force user. And she got stabbed right in the chest by Darth Vader.
Yeah, she got stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
if you get stabbed, if you get shot through with a laser, I can understand you surviving. He cut through the man's entire upper body. And then he came back with like a cockroach body.
Yeah. That was later. That's later in Rebels.
It's such bullshit. It's
You're
such
confusing
bullshit.
too. How he returns from that in Clone Wars, from where he returns from Rebels with the spider body is a different thing.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's hard. So it can be confusing. It can be confusing. It can get confusing. But in defense of the show, it was very entertaining both episodes, and I like his visions is pretty good. It's very Star Warsy and just Dave Filoni doing his thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I want to be clear. I'm gonna watch it,
right.
but it's bullshit.
Don't hate watch it. I don't hate watch it now.
He's gonna hate watching. That's
He's
crazy.
gonna hate watch it. That's fine. At this point, we just need some kind of good Star Wars. So I'm just here for it. You know what I mean? We need to rise up.
We need to
Some
rise.
some Star Wars positivity.
They're
Hopefully,
like, yo, come out with a movie.
But that's it. The Mandalorian, Grogu. That's your joint.
That shouldn't be a
It's
movie.
coming.
It really shouldn't
We
be.
talked about this.
But I don't think they expected people to really like it the way they did.
Yeah, I think that's the last of the old guard, the old Lucasfilm guard.
But and when is
LucasArts
this?
or
When
whatever
is
it's
this? When is this little kid gonna grow up?
I don't know.
They live to be like 100. Like they live to be like 900 years old.
Yeah.
When is this little jit gonna grow up?
For real.
He said, "I heard Bron. Yo, I heard Bronny is in it. Bron was making calls. He was like, yo, we ain't finna move nothing in the playoffs with everybody hurt. So let's just make
I
sure.
know,
that,
yeah. Lakers ain't got nothing
It's,
going on
it's,
this year.
it's probably his hatred for Obi-Wan that kept him alive.
yeah, man. I Obi-Wan Kenobi is like one of my favorite fictional characters.
Mhm.
But he goes from like being 42 years old to being 732 years old. I feel like he just ages so much. Star Wars just has some issues they got to fix. You can't. Here's the thing: you can't reboot Star Wars.
No.
No.
You can't reboot. You just got
I
to
mean,
do
at this time, do we got to start having that conversation though? Like,
But you know that this presentation of Darth Maul and being underground underlord a hidden gangster in the underworld.
Darth
That
Maul.
was an original idea from George Lucas that would have happened after Return of the Jedi. He would have survived. He would have survived instead of them doing the scene that the Obi-Wan scene where Obi-Wan kills him. That would have never happened if George Lucas had his way. Darth Maul would have survived as a gangster or evil underlord, and he would have that the story would have been set in the Mandalorian time.
Mm.
George Lucas is out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, but because they've already they sold it and they already did a bunch of things with it, and they killed Darth Maul officially, but way before last A New Hope. So
I think
remixed it. He remixed the idea.
I think, and I'm going to say this, I know the sweaties out there. I think we need a break. I think we need a break from Star Wars.
I think honestly, bro, we need to start having that conversation. And a lot of Star Wars stands are not gonna like this, but the conversation of a reboot needs to happen, bro. Something needs to be fresh. Like you can't seem to tell a story outside of Skywalker shit, outside of lightsaber stuff. Just reboot the goddamn thing, bro. Get some modern day actors. Get like a Ryan Gosling.
The
get,
Starfighter,
like, these
the
guys.
Starfighter movie that's coming.
Get
That's
Florence Pugh, whoever you gotta
completely
get,
something new.
and fucking
Florence
remake the shit. Doing that
apparently
shit,
the
yo, honestly, bro,
Starfighter-
they just doing the shit.
Yeah, that the Starfighter
Just
movie
redo
that's
it.
coming. This should be that's supposedly completely fresh. So
Speedy, you defending this. I feel like you're defending this.
I'm not offended. I have my own problems. Right? I have my own private funeral for Star Wars after Acolyte. So
I think that there's enough lore. So Joey, we agree, but I think the problem is that it's so entrenched in the minds of like not even our generation, Joey,
Oh, no,
me and Speedy are like a
people
little
get pissed.
older, but
People
like
get pissed if they reboot that shit.
people older than us, like
Will
that
be
shit
very
came out in
pissed.
1976. I wasn't born when Star Wars came out. Like I'm
Yeah,
watching
who was that?
reruns. So our parents were like really into this, or older brothers or sisters,
Like these
whoever
stories
were.
being told are stories that have been told since our parents were
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
before we
Yeah.
nuts.
yeah.
Just
So
reboot
maybe go.
because at some point I'm gonna tell like at some point we're gonna have that conversation about Marvel. At some point
Yeah,
that thing, I mean, they're doing the soft reboot after Secret Wars, but
yeah.
Yeah.
you
It's
know,
happening.
but like
What-
the fact that they're considered like they're rebooting and giving a fresh thing because there's only so many like uninteresting characters you can make movies about and not make money at the box office. That'll be the downfall of like the comic book and fantasy like movie adaptions is the fact that you just run out of stories out of your core characters. Like they really stretched this latest wave of Skywalker stuff. You know what I mean? Like you really stretched it out. It was okay to an extent, but like I said, at some point you just like you really can't. Like nobody expected Mandalorian and Grogu to be this phenomenon and sell toys and become this popular thing. And oh shoot, you guys like this shit? Let's make a movie out of it. You probably should have did that already, but now you're a little too late. You already put your foot in your mouth. You got to make the movie now. After like a lackluster couple, like after the first season, it was kind of like trickling down after that. Like it kind of like the hype for it was kind of
Honestly, it probably should have just stopped after the second season.
yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
to tell. You don't have to
That
like.
was it. That was beautiful. That was Chef Kiss.
You
right
don't
there.
have to. Yeah, you don't have to oversell me on the story. I think you did a really good story. Like you gave like a Skywalker reference at the end of. You know what I mean? Like you've been doing all that stuff. Like it did all the right things around it, but it's like now you're overdoing it. Now you see now it's a cash grab, and you're treating it as a cash grab. The writing is being done as a cash grab. Like you're just trying to keep this thing afloat just so you can keep
There's
selling Grogu toys.
There is an interesting thing happening in the Maul show. There is this interesting focus on the supporting characters. There, like there's like this police guy who's trying not to call the Empire, yet. You know what I mean? And you're starting to get into his story arc, and he has a son, and they're starting to show all those little things. There's an interesting thing happening with the supporting characters. I think, in a weird world where we gotta kind of like put the name out and put the show out. Okay, this is the main character, this is his arc, whatever. But with the supporting cast, he's developing these characters. Seems like you know what I mean. Like Star Wars, it's a different execution of when Dave Filoni didn't have full control over everything. You know what I mean? This is like it is interesting. But when you watch the first episode and you're done with it, just remember what I talked about here about the supporting characters, and you're probably gonna be like, yeah, it was kind of like focused on the supporting characters a little bit.
What's more popular in Star Wars universe right now is the video games.
Yeah.
Go back, do Cal Kestis, or do the Old Republic. That's what they should do.
Yeah, I thought the
guy who voiced-
Calcaster story is good. I played the games. The game is fire. Storyline in the game is on
The
point.
guy who voices Maul is the guy who voiced the Starkiller in Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
Same actor.
yeah. Get the British involved again. Do Old Republic. Do History of the Mandalorians. Do something else, or jump forward a couple of 100 years,
That's why we're
and we can see Grogu, and we can see what Rey did.
Yeah.
And I know they want to do a Rey movie because Daisy, I
Mm-hmm.
can't think of her name, but
Yeah. I think they're gonna have to
she
go
wants
forward.
to do some things.
They're gonna have to
Let's
come
go forward. We got to go forward because
Yep.
this is not.
It's getting muddy.
It's Bad Batch,
Yep.
and it's Rebels. No, we got to move forward at some point.
Mm-hmm. It's getting muddy.
Yeah.
It's definitely getting muddy. But we'll see.
It's
We'll see
like being a
where-
Cowboys fan. It's like, remember in the 90s when we were like popping? Like, okay,
Yeah. What
You-
about
you
what about
were.
the Giants, bro? What about the Giants, bro?
hey, Hey, we got 2 championships in the 2000s. Don't you do that.
Okay.
Don't you do that to me.
I don't like being giant
uh,
wins
look,
in the
we're
2000s.
gonna wrap up the show, Lo. You gonna talk? What you want to know about, Lo? Come
He
on.
wants our opinion on something.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
let
it's
us
gonna
know.
be controversial. He's gonna be like
Yeah.
Rainbow Bright
What do you
or
guys think about the He-Man movie coming out? I know I'm changing talking. Oh, it's good. He-Man, we talked about when the trailer dropped a couple episodes ago. Might have
I,
missed it, but
yeah, I like it.
we're cool
I'm
on it.
intrigued. Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
intrigued by it. I think the effects, and they definitely put some solid coin into that movie. It looks really
Hmm.
good. The effects are on point. And what did I say? It looked better than? It looked better than Supergirl.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
it looked better than
there's
Supergirl.
some digitized scenes in that newest trailer that's kind of like looks a little Power Rangery, you know, but
I you're saying a little Power Rangery,
a little bit.
but I liked the Power Rangers live action film.
Yeah.
I did too. I like what they were going with that, and I know we're straying off the He-Man topic, but yeah, because I'm really excited about like
No, I'm
I
talking
would get
about like
excited for
I'm
another
talking about
Power
like
Rangers
TV
movie.
show quality, like
Oh
like
no,
Sci-Fi
Nah,
Channel,
oh no, I
you
disagree
know,
with you on that one, Speedy.
no.
I disagree with you on that one. I
just a scene or here, just a scene here and there. But
I
other than that,
really
some of it looks
liked
pretty good.
I
the
thought
he.
Skeletor looked fire. Like,
Skeletor looks fire.
I was
Yes, I agree.
pleasantly surprised with the He-Man trailer and how they're rolling out. I thought when they were like he's going to be this office guy working and he thinks he's He-Man, I was really upset about that. And then I saw more the trailer, the most recent trailer, and I was very happy.
yeah, this second trailer helped out a lot. And then when you got to see, you got more of the story, and you got like the Skeletor like fight scene. That was hard. That was fire.
No.
Yeah, and I think
I'm
Jared
excited.
Leto he needs like a win.
He and then yeah, and that's why probably why he's hiding. It's just his voice this
Yeah,
time around, because he just in cases, you know what I mean. He gets another
Just in
bad rap
case. Just in case.
I'm,
because you
I'm,
can't even
I'm
tell it's his
if
voice.
whenever they do the Voltron trailer, if it looks anything comparable on level to the
Yeah.
He Man trailer, I'll be happy because I thought the He Man trailer looked good. It 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 excited me about the movie, and I know it's not everybody's generation, but
I'll take a Voltron trailer like that. That quality. Oh yeah.
yeah,
I'll be even more excited.
yeah, I thought He Man looked good. I'm a fan so far. I mean, when we go see it, we'll see.
We'll see.
But but I also like that I don't like have any expectations for the actor who playing He Man. I don't know who he is.
Me neither. And the story is the story, and I'm not into the lore, or a big nerd about the lore either. I'm just gonna be there for the show, you know.
I mean, there's going to be there's going to be some nostalgia for me, of course, for like Beastman and like those characters and Lockjaw,
Hmm.
Trapjaw, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
his name, and
Trapjaw looked good, pretty
pretty
vicious in
impressive.
the
Yeah,
trailer. Yeah,
Tila, like
yeah.
it's going to be some nostalgia, but overall, I think I don't know how. I wonder how people younger than us feel about it. Like I wonder how like a 19-year-old
I don't think it's gonna be a new introduction
feels about
to
He-Man.
to them. Yeah, it's gonna be a new introduction to those characters for them. I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I think unless there's something I'm forgetting, anybody wants to talk about anything? I think I hit everything I want to talk about today. It's kind of a quick show today.
Yeah, I think
Um,
we talked about Paradise last week, right? Paradise ended. Yeah, we talked about that.
what about you, Joy?
Man, I really didn't see nothing much. They've been
It's just that
keeping.
I saw the leaked set picture of the defenders on Daredevil. That
Yep, I
was the
saw
only thing I
that.
seen.
I heard there was like some Spider-Man brand new day leaks, but I don't know. I kind of don't want that movie to be ruined for me right
There's
now.
some weird synergy happening between Spider-Man Brand New Day, this Daredevil thing, the Punisher one shot, the 1 hour movie that's gonna come out too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a weird synergy coming on with it. With the hand and the trailer and stuff. I don't know.
Oh
We'll
well, there
see.
was a thing that I was just going through a rabbit hole on YouTube, and just
Hmm.
how it might not be Man Spider that's happening with the
Hmm.
whole, you know what I mean, like with him
Right.
cocooning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm hearing rumor, take it with a grain of salt, is that it's probably Venom.
Oh
So
yeah.
the symbiote's inside of him, giving him that extra power. and kind of evolving him, as far as his power is concerned and his ability, and probably why he can shoot now with his,
just his hands. Yeah.
with his hands. So
I
that
kind
might
of
be
like
it,
that.
and it might not be like taking over him like that, like internally it is. Because if you
Mhm.
looked at because I saw it was, I forgot what clip I saw on Instagram, but it was a video of somebody kind of breaking it down, and if you watch everything that was going on in Venom with like how his eyes would turn.
Mhm.
Remember, and so remember when Venom's
Yeah.
eyes would, Tom Hardy's eyes would turn, or Eddie
Mhm.
Brock's eyes would turn, whatever color, and then
Mhm.
they cut to the trailer when Spider-Man's eyes turn like black and reddish, kind of. And then the full body scan when he went to David Banner, it was similar to the body scan from when Eddie Brock went and got the CAT scan in the first movie for Venom. So
Mm.
like, and like the way like you could see the symbiote in his body,
Mm.
and it was kind of the same thing. I'm sure they edited it from the Spider-Man Brand New
Yeah.
Day trailer,
Yeah.
but it's the same kind of body scan that they were doing.
Mm.
So the rumor is that Venom is probably taking over his body, and it's probably not going to be a man spider situation.
And
Maybe.
scientifically speaking, if there's a mutation in Peter that
Mm.
causes him to have the spider powers, and there's another symbiote or parasite, let's just say, and those two things have to negotiate with each other, and they're battling themselves, they're battling each other in his body.
Right.
There would be some like all these variations of like how his powers manifest until one dominates.
Yeah,
You
that'll be
know, it's
interesting
not
to
he's
take
not
too.
a normal
Yeah.
human. So if a
Right.
symbiote
That'll be
takes,
something we never quite seen before either.
yeah,
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, like, if you look at the Venom movies, and I know they loosely tied it to the MCU,
Mm.
um, with Eddie Brock dropping off the symbiote and whatnot, and then going back to
Right.
his universe. But like, Eddie Brock wasn't a mutate. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get bit by a spider. He just obtained the Venom
yeah,
Right.
symbiote, and that gave him his powers. So now, you know, the symbiote is latching on to Peter, who's already, pissed that his girl gone. His girl don't know who he is. Nobody, his best friend don't know who he is. His aunt died. The whole world doesn't know who he is. So for the fact that, the symbiote latch on to him now with all that stuff, and the fact that he was bitten by a radioactive spider, and
Right.
that symbiote like absorbing some of the shit that's already going on with him already,
Mm.
probably why like it has that kind of effect and maybe reaction, and why we saw what we saw in the trailer with the cocooning and the eyes turning like blackish red. So
and imagine a world where Peter defeats the symbiote, and it and there's Eddie Brock exists in that universe, and goes back to Eddie, and Eddie has no memory of Peter because everyone's forgotten who Peter Parker Spider Man. So he has no memory of him, and it goes back to Eddie, and he now has these abilities. Huh, it's interesting,
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah.
interesting
yeah.
dynamic they could
I
play
don't
with
know.
that.
We'll see. We'll see what we get with the final when it finally hits. Let's wrap it up, guys. Watch Daredevil. Let everyone know who's listening to this on the audio podcast how they can follow you, Joy Franchise.
At Joey Franchise on socials, tap in with me.
All right, Mr. Tarek Lewis.
At the Tarek Lewis, actually, like what Joey said on socials, because it's all the same on socials. Why
Yeah,
do I?
also. All right.
Good job, Joey.
or just or just Google me, or us, because we're Googleable. So
Yeah,
We're out
Googleable.
there.
Yeah, we're
yeah,
out there.
I think Terry got
Um,
like an IMDb and all that.
he
Oh yeah,
does,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yes,
So
definitely. You can search. You can find me on all socials at DJ Speedy Jr. Find the show Geek Culture Congress. 3 words on Instagram. Also, be go ahead and subscribe on the Speedy's Multiverse YouTube channel on the official YouTube home of the Geek Culture Congress podcast. Lo says, I don't know. I have a feeling that he might turn into Man Spider, but that's just me, and I'm just talking about the Spider-Man movie. Yeah, it's quite possible. It could be like a combination of a bunch of different things.
mhm.
You know. And then Mama Bear says the symbiote might go directly to Flash Thompson. That's
Ooh,
true.
Yeah, that's another
interesting.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that might
another
be it.
thing.
Isn't
Yeah,
that Agent Venom? Is Agent Venom
yeah.
Flash Thompson, or
Angel
making
Venom.
that up?
Yeah, they that's a rumor that they wanted to go that route
Yeah.
after this Venom. So
Before we go, they got to redo
possibilities.
Carnage too. They got to redo Carnage.
They gotta do
They got to
Yeah.
redo.
Carnage proper. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got to do it proper, especially in this world where we're getting a lot of this vicious stuff, violence. I mean,
Yes.
that's carnage right there. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
let's see what we get. All right, guys, just sign off. Thank you so much. You can always listen to this as an audio version wherever you listen to your podcast. Look for Geek Culture Congress podcast. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe. We will see you next week. We'll talk more Invincible, probably the boys too. Yeah.
The boys.
And then and some Daredevil.
More
So
Daredevil.
will we get
Definitely
Daredevil
the
tonight?
boys. Yeah.
Yes. 50 points to Tarek. Yes. All right, everybody. Be safe. Peace. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Have a good one, everybody.
Hey.